Previously on Up at Noon.
Maybe we should just out on
You
that.
want to sit on my knee? Come on.
Come here, you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Batman Arkham Origins comes out this October. He's Batman. Go see Planes.
So
We'll
sorry.
be right back.
Don't
be sorry. It's
I'm sorry. Look, Batman sitting on your lap, that just ruins the character for everyone.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Up at Noon. Yes, when you think about the Dark Knight growling at Bane in Arkham Origins, remember that he sat on my lap and he liked it. Man, we sure talk about drugs a lot on this show. Speaking of drugs, Gregway, I'm straight up addicted to the InFamous franchise. Here to tell me all about the series debut on the PlayStation 4 is Second Son director Neйтан Fokс. Neйтан Foks. Hey, how are we? The politician. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You're getting frisky right off the bat. I like that a lot.
You got strong forearms.
Thank you. I've been practicing. It's really just this one. It's really just this one that's in shape. But that's a story for another time. InFamous Second Son. You're back with the InFamous games. I'm a big InFamous fan. I'm not sure if you know this about me.
I've heard that.
Okay. How, after E3, were you excited? Were you scared? Because you're the one PS4 game that everybody's talking about that it looks really, really good.
We were excited. I mean, we were super excited.
Yeah, but now you got all this pressure. People are watching what you're doing now.
It's fuel. I mean, fear makes you great. You of all people should know this.
Yep. That's why I'm a real good runner. That's why I'm in shape. No.
No, you don't want to do a good job when people expect good things, and I don't know. I'd rather have the pressure than not.
Right. So was it weird coming onto the PlayStation 4? Was there apprehension? Did you think about doing another InFamous game on PS3 since you knew that system so well?
Oh, no. It was pretty cool. Because we're with Sony, we got a chance to kind of get in on the ground floor. And as you might imagine, everybody wants to get their hands on a PlayStation 4. So getting in early meant we could see what the hardware does and make things that people haven't seen before.
Okay.
It's good.
Okay.
Well, you wouldn't want, all right, seriously, if I give you the opportunity to have a PS4 a year and a half ago, at least the concept of what it was going to be, you wouldn't have done it?
No, I would have done it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why you said it like that. That's kind of
Well,
creepy.
I'm just saying, because, it's like, who wouldn't want to do that?
Was there a learning curve to getting up and running with this platform, this brand new thing?
For sure. I went to art school, so I don't have a clue what they do to make that stuff work.
Yeah.
But, yes.
Okay.
They're just a ton of things making a game, right? And you got it, like, there's the music, and then there's the abilities and the levels and art and blah, maybe you don't know.
I've never made a game, believe
You've
it or
never
not.
made a game?
Yeah.
You should just do it for fun so that you can ask probing questions to guys like me.
I'm doing them right now.
Yeah, I mean, you could probe deeper. Oh, dude, I saw you put Batman on your lap.
You jealous?
I'm just saying,
Let's just see where this
you
interview
are a
goes.
filthy guy.
It's true. It's true. Maybe after a few drinks, I'll show you how deep I probe. Now,
That reminds me.
yeah.
Can you guess what my favorite scene in InFamous 2 is?
Yeah, it's Zeke and Cole kicking back a few brews on the roof.
I was thinking we might try and emulate that right now.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. So this one's for you.
Okay.
This one's for me.
Okay.
And we're gonna race.
Yeah. We're gonna race through the 24 packs and talk about InFamous Second Son.
Well, do you remember what happened in that cutscene?
Yeah, they both fall asleep up there.
Exactly.
So it's a race to fall asleep.
Well, we'll bond, dude.
I've known you for like 6 years.
Aren't you ready for it?
To bond?
Yeah, man.
Well, cheers.
Cheers.
To InFamous Second Son. So now we're gonna ruin some InFamous 2 stuff here. If you haven't, I've spent my entire career here at IGN telling you to play InFamous games. If you haven't, you're just f***ing up, and I'm not sorry. Was it hard to decide that you were gonna do a new character for this game? It's not Cole this time around.
No, it's not. So I'm gonna go on. You're ruining InFamous 2
please,
for people. Okay, so at the end of InFamous 2, we gave players this big choice, right? Mm-hmm. They could heroically sacrifice the main character, or they could.
Best character in gaming, behind Elena Fisher.
He could die. He would die, right?
Yeah.
Like if you were doing the right thing, he'd die. or you could selfishly keep him alive. And we looked at the trophy data to see what people did.
Yeah.
And the majority of people decided to sacrifice him. So we said, in a series about like choice and consequences, let's just do what people chose to do.
Gotcha.
So we iced him.
He's really dead. Because there's a lightning bolt at the end that kind of looks like a 3.
No, I get it. In kind of the comic book genre, only Uncle Ben is really ever dead.
Sure, yeah.
Add to that Cole McGrath.
Cole McGrath, wow, that's sad.
Do you want to pour a beer out on this carpet for him?
I'm pretty sure Dave Toole will get mad at me if I do that. I'll pour it out into this black bag. It's for Cole. It's a weird interview. Okay, so I said, was it hard to move on from Cole? You say no, but you also then bring up these trophy data. What if the trophy data swung the other way? Cole survives. He's pretty much the beast walking around.
Yes. So I'll be honest. When writing those endings, the evil ending was the one I had kind of intended to make the next game with.
Yeah.
Because it sets up the world in a good way for a lot of like people with powers to be out. And
Yeah.
Cole's a dick, and humanity hates conduits and all that. But it was kind of funky and cool that people decided to do the other thing. And it let us create a whole new character, Delson Rowe, with all new powers and all new city, new origin story, which is always fun.
Mm-hmm. What is it? Give me the rundown here. My mom's watching home. She doesn't play inFamous either for some reason.
Well, can I play with this?
Yeah, please do.
All right, so if this is the world of inFamous,
Right.
inFamous Second Son is this.
Whoa! It's a bigger world.
It's a bigger world. It's made out of plastic. The game takes place 7 years after what happened in inFamous 2.
Yeah.
And anyone with powers is kind of like the boogeyman. And our hero discovers he's got these abilities and is kind of hunted by the state. And in order to kind of help the people he cares about, he has to hunt down other people with powers to help him out. But the deal is, Rowe has the best superpower of them all. Do you know what that is?
He's like Rogue.
Right, exactly. Yeah. So if he can lay hands on other conduits.
Sounds sexy.
He can take. Don't Batman me.
I'm not. We're having fun.
All right. I got to catch up. So
I can tell you more stories about my mom if you want.
So if he can lay hands on other people with powers, he can take them and kind of absorb them for himself.
Does he sound like that when he does it?
Yeah, that's the power voice. But it's great. So in the first time ever in the series, the hero has a variety of different powers. So when you change what powers you're using, you change your play style.
A lot of people are asking on Twitter about this. I tweet on the show.
I can imagine.
Who's going to be on? Can you announce any other powers here? We know smoke.
I can't.
You got to have ice back. You got to have electricity back. Yeah, drink if it's true. There it is. How hard is it to manage that from a gameplay perspective as far as being able to switch on the fly? It's not hard? Okay.
No, it's pretty easy. It's good. Actually, our big focus on this new game was trying to streamline the controls as much as possible.
Oh, really?
So that you can do kind of complex combos with different powers. Because I don't know about you, like that's like this kind of a superhuman fantasy, right?
Right.
Like I'm gonna boost this guy up in the air, I'm gonna zap him, I'm gonna kick the other dude in the face, and then I'm gonna jump off a building and soar away.
Sure. That sounds right. I'd like to do that.
You've had that thought, right?
Yeah, of course.
So we want to make it really easy to do this. And it's fun. It's fun to cruise around with powers. Who wouldn't want them?
Yeah. All right, so I'm already getting the wrap-up sign, but we're continuing to drink beer, so I'm going to go as fast as I can here on a few quick-fire things. A lot of questions on Twitter about this, right? Explain to people, you are a first-party studio. You are owned by Sony, Sucker Punch. Not you personally. You're not a slave or anything. You can do whatever you want. They own the inFamous property then as well, right?
Yeah.
Sucker Punch as a studio doesn't own inFamous. What do you know about a Vita game? We all know one's got to be coming. The Vita needs it bad. There's so many stories to tell. You got what happened between Empire City and New Marais. You got all this Cole stuff you can do there. Yeah. Eric Layden, he needs a check. We got to get him some.
Man, that guy's got talent.
Yeah, I know.
He will never be out of work.
True. So what do you know about a Vita game? Anybody working on a Vita game? Why didn't you work on a Vita game?
Because I got to make Second Son the ultimate superhero game. You know that.
It's a PR answer if I've ever heard one.
I know. I asked my PR friend how I can most efficiently dodge questions like that.
Yeah.
And I'm supposed to say, that sounds interesting. I'll tell you more later.
Oh, okay, that's good enough for me right now.
Yeah, did it work?
Yeah, that's good. Well, I mean, I knew you can't answer, but then if I don't ask the question, kids in the comments go, "Oh, you asked a question about the Vita." I'm like, "Cause I can't." Also, what have you thought about for online or multiplayer? The beers are working. You know, because the last INFamous 2, you had, of course, had your user-generated content where you could make your own levels and share them that way. That was kind of your not workaround, but a way to extend the experience for other people. Are you looking into something like that for Second Son?
Right now, we're just talking about kind of the mainline story, which it is, right? It's a big story.
Right.
And because it's an infamous game, we want to provide a lot of choices, and all those choices have pretty deep consequences, so it's a very big game to make. And that's just what we're kind of showing off right now.
So interestingly enough, you are still doing choices in this one with Delson.
Oh, yeah. That's an infamous, pillar.
Okay.
If you can't screw yourself over by becoming a very evil, kind of malignant person, I see it in your eyes. This is a safe environment where you can live out your evil fantasies, then, we're screwing up. We gotta give that to you.
Okay. Well, I believe on the live stream we did at E3, it was confirmed February for Infamous Second Son, correct?
I don't know.
I remember
exactly.
your PR guy ran up on the stage and said that, I thought. If not, first half of the year, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
You'll get it
first
out.
quarter.
All right, well, give me another cheers there.
Cheers.
The Infamous Second Son. Nate, thank you so much for coming out.
Thank you.